Hello everybody and welcome back to Grand Bazaar. It's the 31st of fall, the very last day, and it is our pumpkin festival today. So I am going to cook up some treats for the kids coming to our door. And I purposely left a stack of 2 milk and 2 eggs to do this. You're not allowed to give the kids store-bought chocolate from Felix, similar to how we weren't allowed to give the girls just plain old chocolate for the Harmony Day festival. But you can give them sweets, which includes pudding, and this is probably the easiest thing that is available for you to make for the kids. And you'll want to have something on hand for them before this day comes, because the kids come really early and you won't even be able to go to Joan's and buy something from her if that was your plan. So if you've been following along and you have at least 1 cow and 1 chicken and you have some milk and some eggs, I would definitely just recommend making up some pudding. And you only need to make 2 of them. Kevin comes in between 6 a.m. and 8 a.m. I don't know what kind of psychopath child comes trick-or-treating that early in the day, but he does. So in order to have Kevin for this event, you'll want to walk into your farmhouse in between 6 and 8, remembering that we've already been to our bazaar results. So you have to do that first and then come back into your house afterwards to trigger Kevin coming and asking for some sweets. So we will go ahead and give him the pudding. Which will make him happy. And it will give him 1,000 points of friendship, which is pretty significant. It's a huge amount of friendship points. I'm also going to just organize my inventory a little bit here from our bazaar yesterday. Keep everything nice and fresh. Bring out some of my tools. I'm going to need my sickle today. And we will wait for Cindy and Lauren to come along. And if you're not prepared for this festival, then that's okay too, because there are absolutely no negative repercussions whatsoever. If you don't want to run into the kids, you don't want to participate in this festival, you don't care, just don't enter your house until the afternoon, and the event will already be over and you'll have missed the kids, and you don't even need to acknowledge its existence. If you do accidentally walk into your house and you don't happen to have anything for the kids, they might get upset and appear to be throwing a little bit of a tantrum, but it actually doesn't matter. You don't lose friendship with the kids if you don't have anything for them and they walk away empty-handed. I also love how my cow was doing the zoomies there. That was cute. So we're gonna just wait for Cindy and Lauren to come along. I'm gonna wait until around 9 o'clock to enter the house. And I'm gonna start taking care of my field in the meantime, because I have a lot of stuff to harvest. Everything has grown in, and I can harvest it for one final time. So fortunately, I only had a few eggplant to deal with, but I have an entire field of yellow peppers and eggplants to worry about as well. So this is definitely an all-day, keeping me busy kind of a chore. So Cindy and Lauren will actually come as a pair, which is no surprise because they're always together. It's the Pumpkin Festival. We're here for candy. If you have any, please. And you can give them one pudding between the two of them, and it counts for both girls. So you actually only have to have 2 sweets available for all 3 children. So we actually kind of get off lucky because we get to make one less treat. I guess the girls are gonna just share it, which is kind of nice. And because we don't have our own child, the event is now over, and that is it. We don't have to worry about anybody else coming to our door, and we are free to come and go as we please. If you have your own child, they will come after Cindy and Lauren. And the order and the times are always the same. So that really just gives you an additional boost of friendship with the kids, and that's it. So, completely up to you whether you care enough to participate. I always thought it was kind of fun in the older games when Potpourri would come by. It was always kind of cute. She recognizes that she's an adult and it's for kids, but damn it, she wants her candy. So at this time, I can take the time to use my sickle on my crops if I want to clear them out and get the field nice and clean, but I honestly don't think it matters all that much, seeing as how it's going to be winter tomorrow and everything in my field is going to die anyways. I am unsure if the weeds, the remnants, are left behind for springtime. I don't remember, so I might just spend some time after this video is over using my sickle on some of those plants anyways, just for the heck of it, to kill some time, because I can. And all in all, I think we had an amazing fall season. Amazing harvest of lots and lots of crops. We're gonna have a really healthy supply of seeds to sell throughout the winter time. Because I still have yellow peppers and yams in my storage already that I need to turn into seeds, and now I'm just picking up even more. I'm also going to fertilize my tea plant one final time. And otherwise, the only thing I want to do today is go and find some last minute flowers, hopefully, fingers crossed, and get started on some upgrades over at the windmill. And then, because this video probably isn't going to be very long, we will look at some statistics since it is the end of the season, and then maybe even squeeze in a heart event. Okay, whew, a lot of work. Picking all the fields all at the same day, but we did it. I also have a ton of stuff to pick out of my windmills. I can get some more seeds going. Hello, girls. Might as well give them a gift while I'm here. I've got these blue flowers all wrapped up for Antoinette. Hopefully she will reach a blue heart soon. That's the next heart level. Go ahead and take out my seeds. I didn't even make a dent in the amount of seeds that I own at the bazaar, by the way. I almost sold an entire bag of grass seeds and an entire bag of eggplant seeds, but even then I didn't get all the way down. So I'll just keep making yam seeds, I'll keep making yellow pepper seeds. I should probably prioritize those over grass seeds simply because peppers and yams will expire, but I don't have to worry about fertilizer and fodder going bad at all. So probably a really good idea for me to focus on processing all of these and getting rid of them as quickly as I can. And this will just be part of my daily routine now, is making sure that I'm always making some sort of seed. Once I get through yams and yellow peppers, of course, then I'll focus on grass seeds. And then hopefully by that time, we'll be getting into spring once again, and we'll have more stuff to grow and more stuff to put in the windmill. And we won't be broke in the wintertime if we've got a variety of seeds to sell. The flower situation is looking pretty bleak. Like, no flowers at all, and that's really a bummer because winter is going to be pretty challenging in terms of gift giving, and it would have been nice just to have some more flowers to give out. But that's okay, it happens. We're just gonna roll with it. Now over at this windmill here, I've got a lot of things to make. The first of which, we can go ahead and start to upgrade our hoe and our watering can using the ore that we bought. And I now have the option to make some jewelry in the windmill as well, since I bought that silver. So we have the option with what I have to make some necklaces, some bracelets, and I can make one... Oh, I was gonna say I can make a brooch, I think, but I can't. I actually would have been able to make the purple one if I hadn't used that mithril, but it doesn't matter. The necklaces are the most profitable, so if you could make a necklace, that is what I would recommend making. We spent about $12,000 on each piece of ore, but we're gonna get more than double that amount for each necklace. So you gotta spend money to make a little bit of money. And then finally, we can also use the wool from our sheep and process that. The wind speed today is actually pretty good, but I'm going to increase the blade speed even further. The tools don't take very long, but you can see that your necklaces will. Any kind of jewelry is going to take a really, really long time. So we want to speed that process up a little bit so that we know that that will be available for the bazaar. I've also been upgrading the fishing rod, which is completely optional. I'm only doing it because I seem to have quite a bit of copper ore on me, and all it will do is increase the quality of the fish that you can catch. It doesn't increase the length of your casting, we won't have access to longer rods until we play a little bit further into the game. So if you don't feel like using your oar for that, then don't. I'm not really much of a fisher. I don't fish very much as it is, but I figured just for the sake of it, I'm gonna go ahead and work on that as well. So the rest of my day, I can spend catching some last minute dragonflies. I can use my sickle to get rid of some of those leftover stalks from what I harvested. And otherwise, we're just gonna say goodbye to fall. They didn't give us anything to forage today, which is really disappointing. I gotta remember to put some fertilizer on my tea seed, which I suppose I should do now. And then we'll look at some statistics as well. So the seed will go dormant in the wintertime, and we will pick up its growth when we return in the spring. Now, in terms of assets, I don't really think much has really changed. We've gotten a few more animals on the farm, and our earnings still surpass our expenses, but honestly not by much. We're kind of keeping on pace. We're almost breaking even, which is fine. It hasn't been a problem so far. Money really hasn't been much of an issue. There's only been a couple of bazaars where we haven't been entirely successful, but so far I think we're doing just fine at balancing our checkbook. Haven't really done much in the cooking department. I'm hoping that we can do more cooking in year 2. Fishing, again, there's not really much here that I've filled out. I've only filled out 11 out of the 49 fish in the catalog. I've done a lot better with bug catching. I've gotten 67 out of 85, which is pretty incredible. Some bugs we'll only have access to in later years anyways, so we will fill this out a little bit more. And I am hoping to do a bit of fishing in the winter time just because there's not as much to do in the winter, so hopefully I can fill out this catalog a little bit as well. And in terms of how our friendships are doing, we obviously have things a little bit lopsided when it comes to our prospective brides. Sherry is way ahead of everybody else. Daisy follows a little bit behind, and then Freya and Antoinette are tied, but they're very much near the bottom of where they should be. But I do sort of have a plan on a few gifts that I can give them as we go through the winter season. It is going to be tough, but I want to keep their friendship levels going because we do want to kind of have an idea of who it is that we're going to marry going into year 2. So we're just going to keep on with this the best that we can. And we're not doing too shabby with the villagers either. I have to say, some of their friendships are actually at a decent level considering that we don't always give them gifts. Sometimes I just talk to them. But we also have friendship from attending festivals and whatnot as well. So hopefully we'll be able to get some of the random events with the villagers as we increase their friendship even further. But everybody has a little bit of friendship, which is great. I think we've done okay there. And that is about where we're at. So to end things off, I'm going to load up Sherry's purple heart event because it is the last heart event that we have yet to watch. And I think that's a good way to end things off. So here we are, transporting all the way back to spring. I actually couldn't find her event anywhere. I must have just completely missed recording it or having a save state for it. So fun fact, I reloaded her black heart event and I was able to trigger her purple event the very next day. So whether or not this is the actual time that I triggered this originally, I have no idea and could not tell you. But we are able to see her event regardless. Hi, you startled me. Can I help you? Looks like she's just kind of daydreaming. What are you up to, Sherry? Oh, I'm just relaxing. I finally finished doing all my chores. It takes a while. Do you want to stay here with me for a minute? Yeah, I could do with some staring off into some water, daydreaming, hanging out. You're a farm owner, right? I think that's a fantastic job to have. Someday I'll be buying your milk and vegetables at the bazaar. I hope that you'll give me a discount. Maybe. Maybe you'll even get that wife discount one day. We'll see. I should let you get back to work. It was fun chatting. I hope you have a good day at the farm. Alright, thanks. See ya. Both of her heart events have just kind of been us hanging out and talking to her, which I guess is okay. And I will hopefully be able to showcase all of their blue heart events come wintertime. So at the very least, we will be able to see 3 out of the 4 heart events for all of the characters. That's kind of my hope. And that's where I'm going to leave today's video off. So I hope you enjoyed all of that information I threw at you. Next time you see me, it will be winter time. So we're going to segue into a little bit of coldness and we're going to say goodbye to all this beautiful greenery, but it'll be fun to see what winter has in store for us. So thank you all so very much for watching and I hope that I will see you next time.